Oh,
Hey y'all ready for another talk sent by Heaven? I'm here with my girl Destiny.
Hey y'all.
Today we're gonna be talking about teen moms, the hardships of it, the judgment of it, the things that we went through, what our family said when they found out, and just giving a little insight to other girls that's maybe in the same situation as us. So you can start by introducing yourself. You can tell us your name, your son's name, how old you were when you had him, or not.
Okay, so I'm Destiny. I got pregnant at 14. I had my son 2 weeks after I turned 15. He is about to be 4 in September.
Okay, my name is Hevelyn. I had my daughter when I was 15 years old. She's 2. She just turned 2 in March. Yeah, we're 18. We're both 18 years old. When you first found out you were pregnant, what was running through your mind when you found out you were pregnant?
Girl, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, people probably expect me to say something so deep, but really, I was just like, oh my God, I get to be a family with my baby daddy. Like, I was just like, I was
That
just
14-year-old brain, that
yes,
14-year-old
I'm
brain.
imagining us being old and having kids and grandkids and all type of shit,
Well,
girl. My mind was...
How old is your baby daddy?
Okay, right now, I think he's 22 or 23.
Okay, and how old was he when you got pregnant?
I was 18, he was... no, he was 18, I was 14.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. It's okay. I can't be talking.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I was groomed low key. Like,
I'm
not ashamed of it. I feel like that's embarrassing on his end, for real.
Girl,
like,
we're 18
really
years
not ashamed
old.
about that shit.
We are 18 years old. If a
14
14-year-old boy walked up to you right now,
Fuck
what
no.
would you exactly?
Fuck no.
That's why I don't be going for none of that when people be trying to defend that type of thing. I'm just like, please, because if a child walked up to me, he's not getting the time of day from me.
Exactly.
Like, that's not neither going here, but that's neither here nor there. What was your family's reaction when you found out you were pregnant?
Okay, so...
And what was your dynamic when you found out you were pregnant? Who were you living with? What was going on? All that.
So I was living with my mom. It was just me, my mom, and my son. So my mom was not a normal mom. She kind of let me do whatever the fuck I wanted. It was like my brother, like, basically she only would like stop me from doing stuff if my brother was like, hey, don't let her do that. So my brother didn't live with us anymore, so she just didn't give a fuck. So my baby daddy lived with me when I was 13 and he was 18. Yeah, and then I ended up turning 14.
That's crazy.
Yeah, on his 18th birthday, he actually moved in with me. So it was me. This is before I got pregnant, though. It was me, him, and her. We just lived together. But she actually found out I was pregnant because, I found out I was pregnant because I was throwing up. Like, I threw up my whole pregnancy. It was terrible. And I ended up taking a test. It was negative. Then I took another one. It was positive. And I was still, like, going to school, still trying to figure it out. But when I was on medication and she found, like, I knew I was pregnant, so she would give me my medication and I would act like I'd take it. And then I put it in my windowsill.
Because you wasn't supposed to have the medication.
Yeah. So she ended up finding all my medication in the windowsill.
Why you didn't just throw it away?
Bro, I don't fucking know. My dumb ass, like, I thought she would see it in the trash can or something. I don't fucking know.
The way that would have been down the toilet.
Like, for real, like, I was fucking retarded. And then, yeah, she found my pregnancy test box in my book bag because she was looking for a pen. But my mom's reaction, like, I honestly feel like my mom was excited. Like, that's weird.
Sad.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, she
sad.
didn't seem excited, but literally, I'm not even kidding you. The first thing my mom said out her mouth was, if you're gonna have a baby, you're gonna need to clean up this room. I swear to God, that was the first. Okay. Like, that's why I feel like she was low-key, like, in her head, she was low-key excited, but she was trying to act like she was mad, but it's like...
I mean, but, like, you let an 18-year-old man move in with your 13-year-old child, like... Like, wait, you were 13 when y'all were together.
Yeah.
So you were 14 when you gave birth.
No. So I got pregnant at 14. So I started dating him at 13.
Okay.
He was 8, yeah.
Okay. So, friend-wise, did you have any, like, friends while you were pregnant?
Not really, no. I had, like, a lot of friends, but, like, I never had any real friends, honestly. Like, they were just, like, school friends and shit. So once I got pregnant, I realized, like, I didn't have any real friends.
Yeah,
like,
that actually kind of sucks. That's kind of crazy that you kind of say that because my mom, she got pregnant when she was 15. And it was kind of the same premise of that. Like, my grandma, she was pretty, like, almost negligent. Like, she didn't really care what my mom was doing. Long as you wasn't dead, it didn't really matter what you were doing.
Exactly.
She would let my mom drink. She would let her smoke.
Yeah.
She would let her have all her friends over.
Yeah, she let me throw parties and everything.
She let her 19-year-old boyfriend, which is my dad, move in when my mom was 14 years old. And then she ended up pregnant 14 and then pregnant at 15. Like, she had me and my brother back to back. That's why our birthdays are literally 4 days apart.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not gonna lie. So that in and of itself,
yeah, I don't know. So, like, my mom, I feel like I might have manipulated her a little bit. Like, because I'd be like, oh, like, because I wanted him to live with us. Obviously, I was a fucking kid.
Please,
but
listen.
Yeah, like,
my daughter can't manipulate me to let no grown man
yeah,
move
but at
in
the
with
same
her.
time, like, as a parent, you're supposed to say, like, no. Like,
yeah, no.
No. But, like, I don't know, my mom, I guess she could like say that, like, oh, you know, like she was begging me. I didn't want to be an
and
evil
you
mom.
gave in.
But yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. That's where the guidance comes in from parenting.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's exactly what I feel like both of our goal is to do different for our children.
Yes. I'm so scared I'm going to be a strict mom. I'm trying not to be, but
you can definitely be strict, just
scared.
not lenient. There's like a balance to it because there's definitely such thing as being too strict and there's such thing as being too lenient. Being in the middle is perfect.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
My parents, that was my dynamic is my mom, she wasn't negligent with it, but my mom, like I said, she got pregnant young, all this different stuff. When she met my stepdad when she was I think they met when she was like into her 17-year-old like year, like she was about to be 18. Freshly turned 18. They ended up getting married. Whole thing. Yeah. She got married extremely young. My stepdad was like 27, I think. I think he was 26.
Jeez.
I think he was 26 when they got married. So it's kind of my mom didn't have a voice, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
She went from being in the house with this because, like I said, grandmama was kind of negligent. Let her do whatever she wanted to do. Yeah. But she also was like overbearing and toxic, if you get what I'm saying. Like you're my best friend type of relationship. Like,
I feel that,
you like that type of thing. So she never had her own voice. So she just went straight into another like controlling, toxic environment with my dad. Yeah. So whatever my stepdad said, it went. Like my mom did not have a voice. It's like that was the man that made us. So he was too strict versus you're dealing with a parent that was too lenient. Yeah. Mine was like,
exactly. And a lot of people are always like, oh, I wish I had a mom like yours when I was a kid, but it's like,
no, you don't wish you had a mom like yours. Like we all need, everybody needs guidance. Yeah, there's a huge difference. We need a friend and somebody to guide us. Exactly. There's always those parents that's like, I'm not your friend, and then there's always the parents that don't give guidance when you kind of have to give both of them.
Exactly.
In your opinion, like, was there any judgment from your circle, like at all during your pregnancy? Like from anybody?
From my brother, definitely. That was the person I was the most scared to find out was my older brother.
I mean, based on what you said, it sounded like he was like almost a father figure.
Yeah, he was a father figure, but it wasn't in a good way. Like, that's a whole other subject though. But okay, I was really scared for him to find because I didn't want him to be like, I used to play this like innocent act for my family. Like I was so innocent in front of my family. I was an honor roll student. Like, but outside, like behind closed door, like, well, not my mom. My mom knew what I was doing, but like with my brother, like I played really innocent. So I really did not. I didn't even want him really knowing I was having sex, and then like more so getting pregnant at 14. Like I knew it was gonna break his heart. So
I knew it was gonna break his heart.
No, it did. He cried. Like he cried. My God. Yes, like his heart was actually.
Does he have the same dad as you?
No, we all got different dads.
We all got different dads.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not even gonna leave a comment on that. Right. I'm not even gonna leave a comment.
But yeah, like he definitely judged me a lot. Like he called me out my name. It was bad. But now he loves my son. So
yeah, I was about to say there's always like that anger at first. Yeah. Like my mom, when she first found out I was pregnant, she wasn't disappointed. She was sad that she allowed the cycle to repeat, if that makes sense. When she found out I was pregnant, because mind you, I got pregnant when I ran away from home. So when I ran away from home, that was the moment for my mom where she realized she needed to change parenting. She realized my dad was very toxic. Like it was kind of a breaking point for all of us inside the family. And I think it did bring us closer. But
that's good, though.
It was kind of like when she found out I was pregnant, that's when it set in for her. Because when I first ran away, she was like, okay,
I can't even imagine.
Like she was like, something's wrong with like what's going on. But then she found out I was pregnant. She was like, fuck, like now she's gonna go down everything I went down. That makes sense.
Exactly.
So she was very supportive. She was disappointed in herself because she wasn't disappointed in me. She didn't shame
that's understandable.
Me. Yeah, like she realized that she messed up in her opinion. You know what I'm saying?
That's good though. Like you have a parent that's like really self-aware about stuff like that. Yeah. A lot of people don't have parents like that.
Yeah, I think all my mom's self-aware. She's still working on it, but it's aspects to healing. It takes a while to heal. She's 35 years old and just now breaking out of that molded mindset that my stepdad put onto her, and then that negligence she had.
Like, with what she went through, like, I mean, it takes time. But yeah, like my mom, I don't think to this day, like she really thinks she ever did anything like wrong. So I'm just like, I just kind of let it go. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think it's funny. Really like the sound of your mom sounds like my grandma. That's like what you're describing is what happened between my mom and her mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of like evidence of how those cycles repeat. Like that's why that's why it's so important to get some healing together.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, y'all. We back. We had a couple little technical difficulties, but it's all right. I remember where I was at least, and we was talking about how our family reacted to it. I told you how my mom reacted. I can tell you how my dad reacted now. Like, I told you my dad, he was the strict one. He was like the overbearing one. My dad he hated me so much. He was so mean about it. Like, every time he was mad, he would call me the S word, the B word, like all this different stuff.
That's crazy.
Mind you, he abused
Coming from
me.
your dad is crazy.
Like, he abused me my whole childhood. Like, it was kind of like, the only reason I'm out here looking for love like that is because, like, I didn't get it from you. Like, I really didn't get it from you. Like, my dad, he either loved the hell out of you or he was mad at you. My dad was bipolar. I already touched on this a couple times on the show. But it was kind of like, if he had a bad day at work, everybody in the house felt it. Everybody in the house felt it. Somebody talked to him the wrong way. Now he mad at everybody. The game not working. He mad at everybody. The food taking too long. He mad at everybody.
That angry man, that shit is terrible. Like, having an angry man in your house will ruin.
It really does.
Everyone's mental health. One angry man will ruin everyone. Like,
yes, angry people, period. Especially parents. Like, a lot of parents, they just refuse to. He blames it on me. He's like, oh, you chose to run out there and do that type of stuff. And it's like, of course there's accountability to be had on me. But at the same time, I'm a child with a childish brain. And you're supposed to guide me. You're supposed to love me. You're supposed to teach me emotional regulation. I'll understand how to handle my emotions that you're making me feel. If you exhibited to me how you act how you're supposed to act when you're angry. Like, the type of person you was, if somebody pissed you off, you was yelling at them, you was cussing them out, you was letting them know that you didn't like them, and you would do something to let them know that you didn't like them, and you would leave the room. He wasn't the type to apologize when things would go left. He just wasn't that type of person. So just coming back to me being pregnant, instead of taking accountability or just like really like just saying, dang, like, where did I go wrong? How my mom did. He just blamed it all on me. He was so mean, and it was weird because, like I said, he's bipolar. So whenever he was in a good mood, it was like, oh, are you ready to have this baby? I know you're going to be a good mom. Like, you got to make sure all this different stuff. But then now he's mad. Now he's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making me feel bad, all this different stuff. He would make me feel bad because my baby daddy wasn't active.
What? Like, that has nothing to do with you on your part.
Look who you run around and choosing. Look at what type of man I showed you you're supposed to be. This is the type of man you're supposed to. Mind you, I would never be with a man like that.
Right.
I would not want to be with a man like this. Is somebody you're supposed to be with, but you running around with bums. Mind you, I can at least say my baby daddy wasn't like a bum. I can at least say that.
I can't. Unfortunately.
Like, my baby daddy, he at least had some motion in him. He made sure he had a little money.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He was a liar though. He was a liar in
PDF.
All
these baby daddies is liars.
Yeah, girl. Honestly, that should be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you when you found out you were pregnant, were you like ashamed about it, or did you feel empowered and ashamed? Like, how did you feel in general?
It kind of depends where I was going. Like, it's a specific time I remember going to the dentist. So, like, you know, when you're under 18, you have a baby, y'all both in the pediatrician. Y'all both it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. So I tried to go to the dentist, and because I'm like trying to get my life together before I have a baby. I'm like, dang, I ain't been to a dentist. I ain't been to like get glasses. I'm trying to like make a point, just, you know, get stuff done before I have this baby. So I'm like, dang, I need to go to a dentist. I haven't got my teeth cleaned since in like 2 years. Like, my mom, I'm thinking about doing all this for myself.
You telling this to your mom?
Yeah, like, I'm telling this to that's what I'm saying.
2 years?
Yes, and I was a child. Like, my mom didn't really like keep up with that. So I'm telling my mom, like, okay, I'm trying to like get all this done before I have this baby. So I go to the dentist, and I walk in the dentist with big stomach. And it's the children's dentist. Right. And that was the first time I ever felt shame, because everyone was staring at me. Like, everyone was staring dead at me. And then the nurse, she goes, are you here for you? I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, well, you need to go see an OBGYN and bring back a paper before we could do anything. But she says it like super loud, and like everyone's just staring at me. And I didn't even go back to the dentist until like after I had my son and everything.
That was so unprofessional.
Yeah, it was.
That was so unprofessional.
Yeah, like I was just so embarrassed. Like, I was literally so embarrassed. And I didn't even like think, like, walking in, I wasn't thinking like, oh my God, these people are going to say I'm pregnant. Like, I didn't have any care at all until I walked in and
you
felt
probably
that.
was chilling at your house used to it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I like certain times I felt shame, but like now I don't feel any shame. Like, even like after I had my son, like, I didn't feel shame because I was like on my stuff. Like, even though I'm a young mom, I'm on my stuff. So there was nothing people could really like say
like,
about
literally.
me.
That's why I don't be caring. Like, people like, you had your kid when you was how old, and what? Like, I'm in my house paying my bills now. What?
With no kid, like, you have no kid, and I got more accomplished than you ever did. Like,
yes, like it really be people that don't have nothing to their name, that have no children, and y'all got the nerve. Like, if I didn't have a kid, you know how far I'd be right now. That's what I be saying. Like, I'd be like, bro,
Actually, I can't say the same thing. If I didn't have a kid, I probably would.
Well, I ain't
like,
gonna lie.
My son gave me motivation.
Yeah,
to, like,
I ain't
do
gonna lie.
better.
Like, when you put it like that, too, I don't know where I would have been. But in general, though, before I had Harlan, I had always been an entrepreneur.
Like, like, people don't understand, having a baby makes things really hard. So if I'm getting all this done with a baby and you don't have no baby and you're not getting nothing done, like, that's crazy.
But I guess they're not really put in a position to...
Yeah, exactly.
But still, you should put yourself... I don't know, man. It is what it is. I don't really know how to explain that part.
Yeah.
But listen, bro. I don't be playing, like, about my daughter. I don't be feeling not one bit of a shame, nothing like that.
I do not be caring. Like,
the crazy thing is, I never really worried about people looking at me crazy because people always thought I was grown.
Though. Yeah, bro, that's crazy about both.
Literally, like,
I never looked my age.
People always thought I was grown as hell. So it's just kind of like when I would walk around Walmart, they just thought this was like a 20-year-old woman walking around pregnant.
Exactly.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I gave birth, the nurse, like, I'm 15. The nurse, she's like, I don't even want to say what this girl said to me. Oh, I thought you were 35.
Okay,
35.
That actually blew me. Because, girl, does this look 35?
My mom and my dad were like, what?
Bro, what?
Like, they were like, you look
crazy.
older, but I don't know about no damn 35 now.
That's actually wild.
I ain't gonna lie, but we get more in, like, the way, not from the public view, but just in general, how pregnancy affected you, like, mentally, physically. Like, was there any?
Girl. Bro, my pregnancy with my son, like, it makes me never, ever want to get pregnant again. I had a terrible pregnancy. I threw up. When I tell you I threw up every day, all day for 9 months. You said what?
That sickness?
Yeah, I forgot what it was called.
That right there. HG.
Was it that? Yeah, it was that. I was like, they didn't, put it. Yeah, but... Yes, girl, it was bad. I threw up every single day for 9 months straight, multiple times. Like, sometimes I throw up like 15 times.
No medicine even helped.
No medicine helped. They gave
not
me
even Zofran.
Nothing helped me at all.
I ain't gonna lie.
At all. That's actually how I pushed my son out. I was throwing up and he came out as I was throwing up. Like, yes, that's like crazy. I pushed a little bit, but I started throwing up and he just popped, like, because when you're throwing up, it like contracts your stomach.
Pushing,
yeah, girl, I threw up all the way to the end.
How were you mentally?
So, like, my son's he like abused me my whole pregnancy.
Dang.
So that has like that
mentally and physically.
Yeah, mentally and physically. So that took a toll on me. So honestly, like, when I was pregnant, it was like I was honestly really suicidal, but I knew I couldn't act on that because I have a baby. Yeah. So it was like that was like a terrible point in my life. Yeah. Like, mentally. It was really hard on me because, like, one, I'm not even old enough to get a job yet. And I'm pregnant. Yeah. Like, I'm 14. There's nobody hiring. No, he did nothing. I actually sold my dog to buy my son a crib, and he stole the money and spent it on weed. So, yeah.
Did he even sell the weed?
No, he just
smoked it.
I mean, he hustled backwards. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like, no,
he tried to, but no. But yeah, so
that's still sad.
But yeah, like, my pregnancy was honestly terrible, but I think it was just so hard on my body, maybe because I was so young, like, my body wasn't ready for that yet. But yeah, like, it literally makes me not want to have, like, sometimes I just get nauseous sometimes, and I be getting PTSD from being pregnant. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, that would definitely have me a little scared.
Yes, literally.
When I was like, I ain't gonna lie, physically I was completely fine. I had heart palpitations like twice, and that was towards the end. Morning sickness, it was just the regular first trimester morning sickness. So nice. I got Zofran. Zofran helped me like hell. Wasn't what it was. Like, even the morning sickness got to a point where it was just kind of like, oh, I don't want to get up and go to school. Mind you, I went to school every day in my pregnancy. Like,
yeah, see, I didn't go to school. I went to school. My school sent me home every day because when you throw up, you got to go home. So I'd go to school, get sent home every single day. So eventually,
so your health definitely affected.
Yeah, they told me I couldn't go to school after that. So.
Dang, I ain't gonna lie, I would be like, God, no.
Yeah, I'm like,
didn't even have a virtual option
or nothing. No, they wouldn't let me go virtual because my grades were bad prior to me getting pregnant. So they're like, no, you're not going virtual. You have to come in person. But then I come in person. They send me home every day. So I actually just had to unenroll.
Dang, that is kind of like lame. Not gonna lie.
But I went to school after I had my son.
Yeah, so period. You got a GD?
Yeah, I got so I went for 2 years. So I actually went into foster care 3 weeks after giving birth to my son. So when you're in foster care, they make you go to school.
He went with you, right?
Yeah, we were together in a group home. Actually, here in Brunswick, Safe Harbor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so my brain fart.
It'd be like that.
So, he was with me, but I went to school for like 2 years, like my freshman and sophomore year, if that. Actually, I think I completed them in 1 year. Yeah, because I did Edgenuity classes and in-person classes.
Okay.
And then I ended up going back to my mom, like, right when I turned 16. So I was in foster care for like a year, and they let me go back to my mom. And she promised me, like, yeah, I'm going to switch my work schedule. I'm going to babysit so you go to school. but then that ended up not working out. So
Right.
it's like I kind of wish I would have stayed in foster care at that point, but
Didn't you end up going back?
yeah, no, I ended up getting my GED like immediately. Like soon as I turned 16, I got my GED. I didn't even have to take any classes. Like I passed all the pre-test and yeah.
I don't think so. You was with your mom from
I was only with my mom. So I moved around a lot. So I was in foster care from 15 to 16. I was with my mom for maybe 3 months after I turned 16. And she moved me to Texas.
Okay.
But it was really, really toxic. So I actually moved back to Georgia by myself.
I be forgetting you're only 18. Like you
Yeah.
told me all this, but I be thinking it's like more like spaced out.
I literally was in here like on my own since I was 16. Like
Yeah,
I just built that shit from the ground
It'd be
up.
like that. I ain't gonna lie. My mama, she was pretty supportive. I got in CAPS like literally right as I had Harlan.
Yeah,
so I,
I got CAPS when I was in foster care, but after I got out, I was having trouble getting CAPS for some reason.
Yeah, CAPS is actually pretty strict from like what I've been doing, and they be heavy on that renewal. Oh my god! And then it's like so easy to get denied. It's
it's a lot to go through with CAPS.
I got a homegirl. She literally got she about to have about to have 3 kids, but she had still when she was applying for CAPS. Not really making that much money. They still
I actually
denied
don't get
her.
approved for CAPS anymore,
like
and it's crazy.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, my son's daycare is $215 a week.
The only reason
but his grandma helps me pay for it. Thank God.
That's good. The only reason I'm even approved for CAPS now is because I was in high school. Y'all, I just finished high school. Like
congratulations.
Literally today. Thank you. Listen, I'm a first generation graduate. First generation.
No, we gotta clap a little louder.
Listen, I might have repeated that little team. I'm like, oh, but I bet you I graduated though, and I bet you I'm going to college.
Shit, that's amazing. Listen, that's amazing.
It just is what it was, bro. Like, I was at school all of my pregnancy. It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it wasn't really cool. It was actually 2 girls. The only bullying instance, because I don't know if it's like...
Yeah, how was that? Like, being at school with, like, a stomach and everything?
Nobody knew I was pregnant. There was people that thought I was pregnant that was just kind of like she looked like she waddling. Or, like, she looked like... Because I used to be skinny. I was 120 before I got pregnant.
Oh, wow.
So, it was just kind of like... Everybody was kind of... They just assumed I was gaining weight. Like, they knew something was up. But then, towards the end of my pregnancy, the only people that knew for a fact I was pregnant is people that had immediate classes with me. Because whenever I would go for my class... Immediately, I didn't stop talking to nobody, and I had an elevator pass because I was pregnant, so I didn't walk through the hallways like nothing. I went from my class to my class to my class. Lunchtime, I sat inside the library. Like, I secluded myself when I was pregnant because it was just, I think I kind of shut down mentally, if that makes sense. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't sad in my pregnancy. There was definitely nights where it got to me, but just in the whole premise of my pregnancy, I was pretty happy and I was pretty optimistic. I was going to work, making my money, saving up for what I needed to save up. And I just wasn't letting people bother me. The only time it like really, really, really got to me was I had a class inside of my 10th grade year. It was a business class. And it was these 2 girls. These 2 girls that they just was always bothering me. Like I did nothing. Like when I tell you I went to school, did my work, and went home, I mean that with my entire chest.
Yeah, I feel that. So, I used to be the same way.
Literally, it's just kind of like I didn't understand.
When you have a kid, it's different. Like
I'm not worried about none of that BS. I had like Brianna was my friend. That was the only friend I really had, and that's the only friend I really like needed. Like I was in school, work full time. I wasn't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
So just like I don't know, man. I'll never forget. One day I was minding my fucking business, and then all you heard in the background was like, "Oh, I'm glad I make mines wrap up." And I was just like, mind you, this bitch ugly as fuck. So I'm just like, girl. Like, I just turned around like, girl, okay. Minding my business, just doing what the hell I gotta do.
Would have sent me, and I lived in Richmond Hill. So, like, if I would have went to school big belly pregnant, like, I probably would have got bullied so bad. Because it's, like, predominantly, like, rich white people. And, like, rich white kids.
Yeah,
so,
they would have been on them cheeks about that. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty judgmental, too. And then they always, like, Christian. Yeah, like, heavily Christian.
Honestly, getting my GED at 16, it kind of gave me, like, a head start. Because if I would have stayed in school, I would have graduated, like... 18. Yeah, 18.
You would have been just not graduating with me.
Yeah, I got into college literally at 16. So, like, that gave me, like, a lot of leeway.
Yeah, and that's actually good as hell. You get FAFSA? I know the checks be hitting sometimes.
Yes, girl.
How was your, how was your, like, labor? Like, when you gave birth? Like, and how was he when you, gave birth? Was he healthy?
Yeah, he was
no
healthy.
Complications?
Yeah, I had no complications. I actually got induced because, like I said, my pregnancy was literally terrible. Like, it was so bad. I was like, get this baby out of me right now. Like, please, I don't care. And my doctor knew it was really bad. So, yeah, I actually got induced at 38 weeks, like 38 weeks in one day. So we had scheduled for me to come in at like 11 p.m., but they didn't have no beds open. So I came at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they just gave me, they softened my cervix. They gave me Pitocin and all that. They softened my cervix twice and gave me Pitocin and put me into labor. And yeah, it was on it. Like the epidural was the worst part of the whole thing. Like my labor honestly wasn't that bad, but I was in labor for 36 hours.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, because the Pitocin slows it down. Like when you go into natural labor, it's a lot faster, but the Pitocin, it kind of stretches it out.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I wish I didn't get induced now, but like at that point, like I was miserable. I'm like, so
bye.
But like if I ever get pregnant again in the future, I would not get induced. Yeah. Definitely not. But yeah, the epidural was terrible. They stuck me 4 times with the epidural.
They missed it the first 3 times?
Yeah, and
girl, I'm glad you didn't get paralyzed.
Yes, like she was like, not right. I'm like, she's like,
just so casually.
Yeah, and then she's like, I was like, I can't breathe, like I'm about to pass out. She's like, it's okay, it's just the position you're sitting in. And then the heart thing starts beeping because like I literally can't breathe. So then she's like, I can't do it. You're gonna have to call someone else. And yes, and they literally brung in another what's it called, anesthesiologist, and yeah, he did it. He's like, oh, she didn't have you in the right position, and he does it one time and it's fine.
Yeah, that's actually crazy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't get paralyzed. Thank God for that.
Yes.
Nothing crazy happened.
Yes. How was yours?
No, like,
yeah, your labor experience.
Oh, it was perfect. I had her on my due date.
Oh, that's good. That's so perfect, actually. Like,
apparently it's
that
rare.
Never happens.
Like,
yeah,
apparently, like whenever I was telling me, I was like, dang,
yeah, that never happens at all.
That girl. And the crazy thing is her birthday is literally I think it's the day before her dad's birthday. It's the day before her dad's birthday, literally.
I don't know. That would have made me mad.
It did make me mad. It really did.
For real.
And then she had the nerve to come out looking like his son. That's what had me. But she grew into my looks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she does look like you, for real.
Bye. Okay, let me tell you about my actual labor story. Then let me tell you the message I got on my fucking, like, when I was giving birth.
Oh my God.
Gave birth just fine. I got in there at 8 a.m. I gave birth she was born at 2:11 p.m.
Wow, that is crazy.
Really?
Yes. Like, bro, I was literally in labor for like over a day. Like, it felt like 2 days straight.
Over a day is crazy.
Like 2 days straight, basically, I was in labor.
Them contractions, like contractions are real. Like that's a real pain. I don't think people talk about contractions enough.
Yes. Even with the epidural, I still felt my contractions.
That's
like,
actually crazy.
And
like,
that's crazy. With an epidural, still feeling it, like you're supposed to be completely numb. Like I didn't feel my legs, but the contractions, I felt them still. Like,
yeah,
it was just bad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When they gave me the epidural, it just like all melted away. Like I wasn't on my phone at all that whole morning until they gave me my epidural.
I think mine only worked like fucking halfway or something. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be cussing this. But I think,
as long as it's not like heavy words.
Yeah, like I don't think my epidural worked all the way because like my legs were numb. Like pushing him out, I felt him come out, but like I barely felt myself push. Like I said, I threw up, and that's what made him come out.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like the contractions, I felt that every second up until he came out of me. Like it did not help with the contractions.
They actually did hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Baby came out healthy. Yeah. Regular weight, no complications. And I just think that's so funny how like both of our babies.
He was born with jaundice. Now that I think about it, he was.
Is jaundice like a bad complication? I thought a lot of babies deal with jaundice.
Yeah, a lot of babies do. I just had to give him vitamin C till he was like 6 months old, or take him out in the sun for 30 minutes, one or the other. They said, and he was fine.
Yeah, it was just, I think it's so funny how we both had pretty good babies. Like a lot of people, when they talk about teen pregnancy, it's always this
so
stigma.
Horrific.
Yeah, it's always this stigma with disabilities and learning disabilities and like well, I ain't gonna lie, I think my daughter does have ADHD because I have ADHD.
Yeah, I think my son has ADHD too.
Yeah, they always be like, oh, it's just you're more likely to die, huh?
Like no, I feel like honestly, because we're younger, like. I don't know. I'm not going to say, like, too young. I'm not going to say that. And it depends on the person, too, how their body is. I've always had a very mature body. So, at 14, I did not look 14 at all. So,
yeah, literally. Like,
I feel like I could have gave birth to a baby fine. But there might be other 14-year-olds that are, like, super small, and they... Yeah, probably. I could see that,
them been all their own
it just
things.
Depends on the person, I feel like. But I feel like because we're younger, like, it's easier kind of for us than an older woman it would be.
I mean, yeah, like, of course, older into adulthood. I do feel like there's, like... I don't know if there's a sweet spot or not. Like, of course, like 25. Like, maybe that's like the best. I don't know the peak age.
Yeah.
But I do know the crazy thing about like teen pregnancy and it being so bad in today's society, which of course, shouldn't no teenagers get pregnant. Like, it's not, I'm not saying like, oh, teen pregnancy is fine. Like, you should be okay with your kid. That's not what I'm saying.
Definitely don't.
But just the whole premise of how like shamed it gets in general.
Yeah.
And how much there's like, oh my God, don't do it. Be scared and all this different stuff. And it's just like, okay, but like, y'all do realize like almost when like back in the day, these women were
that was
13,
for them.
14, 12 years old.
Yes.
Married off to grown men,
Yes.
getting pregnant,
like,
having their children. As soon as they got
their period, they were sent off.
Like, literally, like, that type of thing. So it's just kind of like, of course, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm glad society shift from that position.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And honestly, I feel like...
But it's not impossible. It's been done plenty of times before.
Yeah, just in general. I feel like I kind of hate the judgment given to teen moms because it's kind of like, I feel like people really do pick and choose what aspects of motherhood that they want to judge. Because I'm not going to say no names, but there was definitely a grown-ass woman, 23, 24 years old, mind you, still living with her moms, barely even got her own kids, all this different stuff, trying to make fun of me because I had my baby at 15. Mind you, I take care of my baby. Mind you, my baby stay with me. Mind you, like, I don't live with my mommy. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, that this, not that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just kind of like, I just hate how that's the only aspect that gets judged. It's just kind of like, I feel like motherhood, it's no way to be perfect with it. Like,
and I feel like a lot of people, like, when teen moms, like, for my example, like I said, I was in foster care with my son, so I was in a group home with 10 other girls, 10 other boys, multiple staff switching every shift. So, like, and there was predominantly older Black women that worked there. So, like, it was so many different opinions and so many different judgments. Like, I get, like, one person's like, don't bathe him like this, bathe him like this. And the other one's like, no, don't listen to her, do this. And I just feel like, as a mother, like, they feel like because you're 15, you don't know what you're doing. You could be 30 and be a new mom.
And not know what you're doing. Like, any first-time mom does not know what she's doing.
It's not just because I'm a teen mom. And I used to hate that because it's like any new mom needs to learn. And then every baby's different as well. Yeah. So I just feel like because I was young, they're like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. And they just try to, like, barge in and tell me what to do. And it's like, just because I'm young, I'm still like any other mom. Yeah. Like, we've all got to figure it out.
Yeah, just in general. Like, it's like, being a teen mom is the same as being a mom that don't have a car, or being a mom that doesn't have a house, or being a mom that doesn't have, that's single. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's the only perfect predicament to have a child in is married, own your house, career, and of course, don't have kids until you're with somebody that you want to be with for the rest of your life. And so you have a career, and so you have all that stuff in you know what I'm saying, in place. But it's just the way that y'all only... like it could be a woman talking about something. Oh, come with me day in the life as a single mom with no car. Everybody in the comment section. Oh, you're doing it. You're getting it through. Girl, you're doing it. You're doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? All this different stuff, and it's just like, okay, come with me day in life as a teen mom. Oh, having a kid at. Oh, I would never.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like. Where's
like,
the judgment?
There's even like women that'll like post in like homeless shelters with their kids, and they get so much support. But me with my own car, my own career, my own house, I get shamed on. Like, that's crazy work.
I feel like the only time you should pass judgment on a parent is if they're not being a good parent.
Yes,
if they're
exactly.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, in general, like, hey, nobody's perfect. It is what it is. Life happens. The brain I had at 14 like, isn't the brain I have now.
Yeah, there's certain things like people, like, it's common sense not to do as a parent. Like, I get people, there's no perfect manual to parenting, but there's certain things like, you know, child abuse, all that. Like,
there's no. There's definitely
there's definitely
some standards to be followed.
That's what I'm saying. So when people like judge, like, oh, you give your baby formula, you don't breastfeed, like, please shut up. Please.
Listen, like, if my baby is alive, breathing, happy, not abused, like, and not being traumatized,
that's what I'm saying.
You have no reason to be speaking about anything.
That's my main thing. Like, people just got to mind their business when it comes to those.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, but it just motherhood. How did it change you? Like, in. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you grow in motherhood? What did it do for the best?
Everybody I know, like, or has known me in the past, like, I get this all the time, every other day. They're like, bro, you made a whole 360. Like, I used to be such a hot-headed person, and, like, now that's crazy. Like, I even look at myself like, girl, what? Like, I used to be fighting and all type of stuff. Like, I would never do that now. Like,
I would never do that.
You will not catch me fighting nobody. Like, I promise you. Like, it completely changed me. Like, it just made me look at stuff a lot deeper. Like, everything is a lot deeper. Like, this morning, I didn't want to get up to go to work. But, okay, if I don't have a kid, I can call out, go find a new job. But no, I can't do that. Because if I just one day, I don't want to go to work. Now I got to find a new job. Now I can't pay my bills. Now can't pay for daycare. Now I'm back to square. It ruins everything. So it definitely teaches, like, that sense of responsibility is, like, crazy. Like, it made me go so much harder than I would have went without a child.
Yeah, and what do you think motherhood, like, taught you about yourself, like, while you were going through it?
I think it taught me, like, I'm a lot more empathetic. Like, I didn't used to, like, really care about people's feelings, honestly. Yeah. And, like, now that I have a child, like, everything, like, I always look at everything in his eyes. Like, when he's going through tantrums or he's feeling like this, he's real mad about this, I always think about how is he feeling before I do that. And I never used to think about how other people feel until I had a child.
That's good. Okay, now I unlocked empathy for you. I know that's right.
Yeah, for real.
For me, I think motherhood definitely taught me like patience, like having patience in general. People don't talk about, don't have kids if you don't have patience. Don't have kids if you're not willing to learn how to manage patience. Like you will become a terrible mom real fast.
Yeah,
if
I know
you don't
so
have
many girls,
patience.
like, and I can't even say they're terrible moms, but like I've seen a lot of my friends get super
you will become the terrible mom if you know what I'm saying. Like you'll become that if that makes sense.
And it's like I get it, like you're just super overwhelmed. Like kids, like they can be aggravating. Like we all know.
But in general, that's not the kid's fault.
Yeah, it's not the kid's fault. That's what I'm saying.
Something you have to prepare yourself
for. Your fault for being aggravated, but you have to be willing to make those changes.
Yeah,
like for your health's sake, like so you're not feeling like that, and so your kid isn't feeling that.
Yeah, literally. Like one thing I will say about when I like found out I was pregnant, it's just I genuinely felt my brain go from 14-year-old girl to I'm somebody's mother, if that makes sense. 14, 15-year-old girl to I'm somebody's mother. I didn't have the instant
switch though.
Like, I had that. Like my baby daddy, he was abusive. He was 24 when I got pregnant. It was a lot of things hit me at once when I found out I was pregnant, if that makes sense. It was just kind of like, well, like, he's putting his hands on me. He's cheating on me. Like, I don't think that I want to do this for the sake of my child. I don't think I can do this. And
that's so good. Cause
I got up out of there.
I stayed with my son's dad for a while. Like,
how long?
If you want me to be like 100% honest, I probably like left him for good, like August, September last year.
Really?
Like for good. But like, I definitely like, it's not even like I would go back. Like he honestly like manipulated me. Like he would try to make my life hard if I didn't take him back. Like, I would live with people, and he'd be like, "Oh, if you don't take me back, I'm gonna come over here and do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get you kicked out." Like, and it's like
that's crazy.
I just felt like I was stuck, but at the same time, like there's women that take it far to get away from men. Like I could have taken it far. I could have went to shelters. I could have got involved. I could have pressed charges, but I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, but now like I can't beat myself up for that because I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I was a kid, and he was all I had. Like I said, I stay here by myself. I have no family at all in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
So like, I can't really be mad at myself about that, but it took a lot to leave. So for you to have that instant switch, like, in your head, that is amazing. Like,
baby, I did not play like that. It was just like, and then his, like, me and his other baby mama kind of got, like, cool for a second when I was, like, deciding on, like, leaving him. And she told me some stuff about him, like, what he did to her and all this different stuff. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm glad I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm not about to play. It's just because although I was like a teen, although I ran away and all this different stuff, I was pretty emotionally aware, if that makes sense. I knew how my dad was affecting me. I knew what he was doing was wrong. I just, instead of going about it the right way, how some, like, you know what I'm saying, getting in contact with an adult or, like, you know what I'm saying, services or something like that, I ran away.
Yeah.
So it's just, I didn't want nothing to happen to my daughter. I didn't want her to end up being a teenager the way I was. I didn't want her to be ran off in relations with grown men and all this different stuff out here searching for love because I knew her dad wasn't going to give her that love.
Having a daughter, it is a lot different too.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
either way, I mean, it's for your child, but having a daughter, like, yeah, it hits different.
Yeah, that shit hit different as hell. Like, I still to this day, like, my baby daddy, he could never, baby. Like, the day that I left him, that was it. That was it.
Girl,
the day I broke up with him, that was it. He even,
real.
like, I can even go onto my old phone and show you messages. Like, even him and his other baby mom ended up getting back together. He would still be messaging me, like, freaky shit. Like, he would send me memes of how, you know how some baby mamas deal with their baby daddies on the low still or still be flirting with their baby daddies. Like, he would send me those memes and be like, oh, when you gonna send me some pictures like this? And, oh, I can't wait till you have my child so you can send me cussed him clean out. I bet you he never hit my phone like that again.
Period.
I bet you he never tried. That's why he don't like me. That's why he don't like me, because I'm not going. Girl, like, I'm not going.
That's how it's supposed to be, though, for real. Like, you stood on business.
It's big B's. I don't play about my baby, like, at all. Like, I really don't care. Like, right now, even going out into the real world searching for relationships now, my baby daddy was a lesson, like, for me in general. I don't care how nobody put it. Like, I'm not playing with no other man. Men got to really prove a lot to me.
Yeah, my son's dad taught me so much. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to say I'm glad I went through that, but what he put me through, like, it set me up for life now. Like, it taught me lessons that I've seen women that are in their 30s don't understand
just
yet.
now learning. Like, my mom, for example, just now learning these type of things.
Exactly.
Like, she didn't realize he damaged me till I was damaged. And I'm not on her ass about it. Like, now she want to try better with my daughter, and I'm happy she want to try better with my daughter. Exactly. I'm not mad or holding no grudges about it, but just in general, like, you're right. Like, some people don't realize this till they're 40. Some people never realize this. Some people die.
Yeah, exactly. So,
like, from all that.
It's like we went through a lot, but
I feel like I went through a lot for the better. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, it was
say.
definitely for the better. I would not change my, like, I swear, like, I had a terrible life and I would not change it for nothing.
This shit definitely built my character up. I'm
Definitely
not gonna lie.
built character.
I don't know who I would have been if I didn't have my
Yeah,
child.
and then it's like I've helped a lot of like other younger girls.
Yeah.
So it's like it feels like a blessing almost. Like you gotta turn it into something positive.
There
like,
was literally a situation where this girl inside of my like town, well, actually I think she was in McIntosh, but still she was locally, and she had ran away, and I think some like her family member was like judging her on the post about it or whatever. And I was just like dang, like we can't be judging kids like this, because I ran away at one point, so I know how it be, and I know what leads for girls to be running away and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, they ain't just finna run away for no reason.
Yeah, the girl ended up seeing my post and like reached out to me, and she came to me like, you know what I'm saying, all this different stuff. I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean, like, oh. And I definitely told her, take your ass home and do it the right way before you end up a single teen mom like me. Like, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen so many girls like being in foster care that went into foster care because they were running away, and now they're in even a worse position than they were in. So that's really good that you were able to.
Yeah, and that's really why I want my platform, and that's why I really want to have my podcast and stuff like that, is because I want this to be public knowledge. I want everybody to hear my voice when I say this. I don't want to talk to one little girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't change. What is changing one little girl gonna do? I changed one little girl, yeah, but there's like 100 other little girls in the city going through this right now.
Going through the same thing that could hear the same advice.
Yeah, like literally, girl.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm really glad that you're doing this for real. Like, I'm really glad. Like, I really feel like you're gonna take off with it. Like,
I hope I am. I think I am too. I got faith in myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be quick to tell like girls or young girls dealing with men, like it's not it. Like, it seems like manipulation is real, and I just wish I had a voice in my ear that was telling me, instead of my dad shaming me and calling me a SLUT and all this different stuff, I wish there was just somebody guiding me and telling me what would happen if you keep doing this, instead of shaming me or judging me or making fun of me. And that's just that. So my childhood in general mixed with me becoming a mother, that's kind of, I feel like both of that joined together to change me in general for motherhood and just stepping out into the real world.
Me too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like they're two completely different eras that like mixed perfect.
Yeah, like
when who I am now.
Like when I think about that era of my life, it's like, wow, girl, you went through all
I feel like I lived so many lives, and I'm only 18. Like,
do you think that motherhood like made you stronger or softer?
Both. I'm not even gonna lie, because like I said, it made me a lot more empathetic, and like it made me. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was like 14, I was like a groupie pick me girl. Like,
oh god,
yeah,
oh god,
yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was doing anything for some boy's attention.
Oh
like,
god.
So becoming a mom, like, it made me grow a lot. Like, with women, like, I just look at women completely different.
Yeah, because you see what men do.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
See how manipulative and nasty they can be.
Exactly, but like, I was a kid, so I can't even like.
Yeah, I wouldn't even beat myself up about it.
But yeah, like,
I'll just be happy I changed.
Yeah, it made me softer, but it also made me like a lot stronger, because like I said, I carry a lot. Like, you know, I take care of business by myself, so when you're doing that, it does make you a little more masculine than feminine. Yeah. So
definitely, I feel you on that.
Yeah, that I've like heard that from guys before, like, oh, you're too masculine, and it's just like, bro,
baby, when you've been taking care of yourself,
I don't know what
since you was a child,
exactly, like come take care of me, and maybe I'll be more softer.
Literally, that's how I be feeling about it. Motherhood, I definitely feel you on that. It taught me empathy. It taught me patience. It taught me human compassion, because when you have a child, it puts you in the perspective of, when you see other people, you understand this is somebody else's child. The way I look at my child, this is how somebody is looking at this person.
Exactly.
So that definitely changed how I deal with people. I'm definitely a lot softer. I'm a lot more compassionate. And I wouldn't say I used to be a mean girl, but I used to be judgy. And I used to be stuck up. And I used to, like, my head was held high as if I wasn't at home dealing with the bullshit I was dealing with. Like, it just was what it was. So it's just, I'm just such a soft person now.
That's good though. Like, it's crazy how motherhood though can like change things like that have nothing to do with motherhood.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of aspects. Motherhood, you either gonna do the same shit you've been doing, or you gonna step up. I hate when people be like, "Oh, babies change people." That's not a guarantee or a promise.
Guarantee at all.
It's a blessing from God for a baby to change you. It's a blessing for a child's mom to change after she's gotten pregnant.
It is.
Like, you know how many? I know more children who like damaged for life. They mama's still acting like, out of my friend group or out of people I know. Wrong. I know more people that have terrible relationships with their parents than people that have a good relationship with their parents.
Yeah,
if that
exactly.
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that has like good relationship with their parents.
Literally.
Like, well, besides like you, literally.
The only reason I have a good relationship with her is because she took accountability.
Yeah,
she still did what she did. I still
but
don't have a
lot of
relationship with
parents
my dad.
Don't do that, like literally.
Yeah, I can't do nothing but thank God. Like when I tell like friends and stuff like that, they're always like, oh my God, your mom said that? Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, girl.
And that's another thing about being a young mom. I feel like when we get older, we're gonna be able to do that for our kids because we're not set in our ways how like a lot of old school parents are.
Yes, that's what I'm excited about, and that's what I love about today's society is now that there's social media and there's platforms, it's a lot more. It's like there's glass now. It's easy to look into other people's lives and see how things affected them and see how things go because now people can give you their stories. Now instead of seeing a random person down the street, instead of seeing a random person walking down the street and you don't know nothing about them, now you see a random person online and you can find out everything about them if they tell you. Exactly. So it's just kind of like, damn, like this happened to them, so this is why they do this. This happened to them. Like it's just that's what I really like about today's society. I'm not really gonna lie. Yeah. And that's why I feel like our generation is gonna be the generation that changes the approach on parenting because now it can't be like, oh, I know best. Because now we can be like, okay, well, you did this to me. Her mama did it to her too. Her mama did it to her too. And look how all of us came out. So clearly you don't know best.
Exactly.
Clearly you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I feel like we're a lot more open-minded and like able to see our flaws. Because I'm not like, I've explored like a lot of different like parenting styles and stuff. So like I'm able to know what works for my child, what doesn't. And like I feel like a lot of older parents are just like they're just stuck on like one certain way of parenting.
Yes, like they're...
and you can't do that. Like you cannot.
It's because my parents did it to me. Their parents did it to them, and so I'm gonna do it to my child. And it's like y'all know y'all parents damaged y'all. Y'all know what y'all parents did to y'all. Didn't really help you out in the end, and you see how you came out. Yeah. So and you see how you act emotionally. You see how you deal with your emotions.
The problem is they don't see a problem.
Exactly. They never see a problem. They never do. It be girls walking around here with 4, 5 baby daddies.
Like they just keep
saying
going,
that type of shit. Saying that type of shit. Like it's just kind of like, oh, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right.
Keep doing it then.
Okay. I know what I'm doing. Just be like, okay. It be men. It's grown men. Like my dad, for example, walking around, no emotional regulation. They lose a game. They're throwing a controller at the wall. They're dying.
My mom, like she could literally. She will cry over spilled milk. Like literally cry over spilled milk.
That's
like,
crazy.
It's crazy. Like they just get sent over the edge, like
over small stuff.
Yeah, like my son, like he know if he spills something, like my son, you do not see him get scared or anything. Like he literally goes, "Oops, sorry about that."
Yeah, literally,
like,
my daughter too. Like, "Oopsie, sorry, mommy."
Like, cause they know, like it's not that big of a deal. But like when I was a kid, like as soon as I did something, I instantly felt like
scared, heart dropped.
Yes,
like oh my God, I'm about to get yelled at.
Yeah, about the littlest, smallest things.
I'm so happy that I can give my daughter that relief, and she doesn't have to worry about that for me.
I grew up with like anxiety. Like I don't ever remember not having anxiety ever. My brother, that was another thing.
That's crazy.
My brother used to fight me like a boy, but
not your brother was the dad.
Yes, like my brother, he was on me so bad, but like my parents have never ever put their hands on me. So like my anxiety, it was like with my mom, it was like an emotional thing. It wasn't really like physical.
Yeah, but even emotionally, it ties into that in general.
But my brother, I was so scared of him. Like, why? I was so scared of I still am scared of my brother.
I mean, it could stem from your brother then, too. Like, it could stem from anybody.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I got a lot of trauma. Because, like, if people don't talk about, like, overprotective brothers. Like, people think it's, like, so cute. Like, oh, yeah, he's going to protect you. But, like, I couldn't have a boyfriend. My brother would literally beat my boyfriend up. Like, he ruined my social life. Like, I could not have a social life because of my brother.
That's the lack of emotional intelligence that I've been trying to tell people.
Yes, like you gotta give like kids their individuality.
Me and my brothers had to I've had to press charges on my brother.
Yeah, I've almost got to that point with my brother as well. Like he put hands on me when I was pregnant and everything.
Yeah,
like,
and it's because he has no emotional regulation. He can't control himself, and I can't blame him. Yeah, I can blame him, but I can't at the same time because mind you, he's still underage. He's still dealing with the same. We dealt with the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like me and my brother, we went through the same thing, but turned out completely different. Like completely different, and it's sad. But
she said it's sad.
I think he's getting better. Like I don't really talk to my brother. I talk to his wife now. So like, but
listen, somebody. Hopefully she ain't getting too bad with him though.
Right.
Ugh, like I will say my brother's had extreme growth. Like from the day I had to press charges on him, he's had a lot of growth. Like he's even considered enrolling himself into therapy.
Oh well, that's really good.
That's because he's had his own child.
But I never really liked therapy. I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen like 5 different therapists. Like I'm in therapy right now, and I dread going to therapy every time because it just doesn't. I don't feel like it's helping me, but I keep trying to give it a try to see.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely
everything a
it's not for
therapist tells me, I already
everybody.
know. Like, literally, I'm so self-aware. As soon as they're like, oh, this stems from the... Yeah, I already knew that. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Like,
Thanks, I guess.
right.
I mean,
like,
have you looked into more like a life counselor instead of a therapist? Because when you're
I've had
emotionally
life
aware, a
coaches.
therapist is just kind of like...
Yeah, I've had 2 life coaches, and yeah, they honestly, it's kind of like therapy without calling it therapy. So I guess, like, yeah, they've helped me a lot. I've learned a lot from my life
I
coaches.
definitely prefer counseling and coaching more than therapy because
Yeah.
I know what affected me. I know what happened to me.
exactly.
I know why I act the way I do. I don't have unstemmed trauma that I don't talk about. Like, everything...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know exactly what happened to me. So it's just kind of like...
Yeah, like, what do I do from here now?
Yeah, like, I don't really benefit from therapy. I do, however, I have
Yeah.
ADHD, so I have an ADHD therapist,
Yeah.
and he's pretty helpful. But that's just because
good.
he has ADHD, and that's why it kind of ties into it not being for everybody, and it also being a matter of sometimes you just have to find the right person.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
The woman I talked to, because I went to one therapist's office, and I talked to her, and she didn't specialize in ADHD, but she said that I have ADHD, and she recommended that I go talk to somebody that has ADHD because she herself has ADHD, and she done said herself, like, it's better to talk to somebody that specializes in ADHD because they know exactly what they're dealing with. And she had it, she knew what to deal with, but the facility she was in didn't focus on it, so she couldn't get me the help I needed specifically because they didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I just said,
and
they
that's
didn't
really
focus
good.
on
She
it.
was honest with you to refer you, because a lot of therapists won't do that.
Yeah, that's why, like, literally, it's all a matter of who you meet and who's actually talking to. Because some therapists know damn well they can't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
And instead of just saying, hey, I don't think that I'm the therapist for you, they want that bread, they want that paycheck, and so it is what it is.
Just wasting my...
That's why I can't wait to go into psychology, so I can be that for somebody, because she really was a turning point for me, because understanding that I had ADHD and talking to somebody that had ADHD as well and was able to refer me to somebody, it opened my eyes a lot, because now I see where a lot of things I dealt with was really, like, you know what I mean, because of my ADHD. And it really opened my eyes a lot when it came to childhood too, because, like, my father, I used to get in trouble for not cleaning my room, cleaning my room fast enough for him, used to get in trouble for having a hearing problem, all this different stuff, when in reality I had ADHD. It's actually hard to clean your room when you have ADHD.
You get so distracted and
stuff so
like that.
easily you blank out all this different stuff. When he would be yelling at me, we would be blanking out. I'm looking off. Now I'm not even listening to you. Now I'm ignoring him. Now he's, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So it's just understanding that I had ADHD and there was something actually wrong with me. And instead of him taking that into account and trying to figure out what's wrong with me, he thought he knew what he was talking about. He thought he knew I was disrespectful and he knew I was lazy. And that's definitely one thing I can't wait to go into parenthood and change for my daughter, because
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing I have ADHD and knowing, especially for girls, it runs through the blood a little easier.
I'm like 100% sure. Like, I mean, he's too young for me to actually be able to get him diagnosed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're usually not able to diagnose that till 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's a facility here though that diagnoses at 3.
Yeah, I might go actually get him checked out, because I really do think he has ADHD, because like I said, like the same thing, when he's trying to clean up, he gets super distracted and he cannot stay still. Like, you see when we went out to eat, he cannot stay still, like, to save his life. He literally can't. For
boys, they're a lot more hyperactive when it comes to ADHD.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of hard to tell if it's, you know, just a toddler boy or ADHD. Like, but I've compared him to, like I said, I used to be a substitute teacher. I worked at daycares, and like I've seen plenty of children to know, like, he's not, you know, normal. Yeah, but, like, he's a great kid. Like, my son is
in general
by far a great kid. Like, he's very smart. Like, he's very well behaved. It's just he cannot stay still to save his life. Like, he cannot focus on one thing at all. And it's a lot sometimes. Like, as a parent, like, I have to keep him busy. I cannot scroll on my phone in bed while he play with toys. I can't.
Yeah, girl, no.
He won't let me do that.
My daughter will tear the house up.
Yes,
and not a regular toddler will tear the house up.
Like, we've got to go play soccer. We've got to go do this. I have to have a schedule set for him to keep him busy in order for me to stay sane and for him to stay sane.
Yeah, and dealing with ADHD, having a schedule is key.
Yes.
Like, in general, though, when you have children, I'll tell y'all right now, you put your kids on a schedule, your life is going to be a whole lot easier.
I tried telling so many parents this, and they're like, you just think you know everything. Okay.
No, schedules genuinely getting, your child knowing for a fact they're about to get out the bed, go and brush their teeth. They know for a fact it's TV time. They know for a fact they're about to eat. Your child, of course, they still going to ask for snacks. Yeah. But it's going to be less of a, like, oh, I'm hungry, coming at you randomly, aggravating you.
Like, they know it's coming.
Yeah, my dinner, lunchtime, almost here. Never rushes. Exactly. Like, my daughter, I'm actually glad I just quit that overnight job that I was telling you about, because it was hard for me to put my daughter on a schedule, being that there was days that I worked from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard to put this girl on a schedule when I'm sleeping in the bed till 2 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
And now her uncles are here. They trying to go to bed at 11.
Mm-hmm.
She been up since 2 p.m. She's not going to bed till 2, 3 in the morning. You get what I'm saying? So that type of thing. So yeah, schedule's been a lifesaver ever since I stopped going there and being able to put us on a set a set schedule.
Yeah.
Being able to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Being able to do the brushing your teeth, the shower time, and all that together.
Yeah,
I've seen a huge difference in her.
Yeah, I learned that when my son was probably like 6 months old. Like having a schedule changes literally everything.
She's a lot less
getting
agitated.
Them to sleep at night and all of that. Like because they know it's coming. They're not crying because they have to go to bed because they were playing and now they unexpectedly have to go to sleep. Like they know it's coming. So yeah, that definitely helps.
I feel like all this really does tie into the next part of it is what do you feel like you prove every day against the teen mom stigma as a parent?
Everyone feels like teen moms are just like, oh, you're living off welfare, you're living off this, da, da, da. I get
we can't even get it. We can't even get it. We can't get it.
I be trying to buy food stamps off the people that is getting them. Like, I cannot.
Everybody that got me on Facebook, no, God.
I don't get any. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I get rental assistance, but that's it. I don't get any like government assistance. So, yeah, that's one thing I could say. Like, I'm 18 and I have my own career. I pay my own bills, and besides rental assistance, I don't have any support. So that's one thing that I'm really proud of myself for proving people wrong.
And I'm proud of you too, like period. And I'm proud of myself. So that's why I can be proud of you too about it because it's just...
I'm so proud. When I first met you, you were basically telling me like your story, like I just was instantly like so proud of you because I remember like going to GA and like having a baby and working, and it was so hard, especially in high school. That's like the hardest part. So now like the hardest part's over.
I'm so happy.
Yes, from here on it's over.
How did you like figure out like your parenting style? How did you figure out the best way to treat your child?
So I'm not even gonna lie. I had an ex-boyfriend, and he was a big part of me and my son's life. Like I was with him for over a year. Like my son would call him dad and everything, and he was constantly telling me he's a boy. You need to whoop him. You need to whoop him. So that's when I started trying to get into spanking, and I realized immediately did not work for my son.
Yeah,
it does not work at all. So I kind of like honestly was just taking advice from other people and nothing worked. So I just had to realize, okay, if I spank my son, he's just going to keep crying. It's not going to stop him from crying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I kind of had to figure, like, you have to listen to your child. You got to, that's really what it is.
You don't listen to outside.
Don't
listen to your child.
Please.
You see what works with your child.
I wish someone would have told me that. Do not be listening, because I was trying to get so much advice from other people, and it did not go good.
I don't listen to nothing nobody tells me about my daughter.
Yeah,
like, you can't tell me what works with children when you don't have my child. People always tell me, oh, spankings, all this different stuff. Oh, you got to whoop them. You got to do that. Baby, popping my daughter, the reaction I get is like almost like for one, she's resistant with it. So she doesn't want to do what I just told her to do.
Now she really
don't want to do it. And now it gets to a point where now she wants to do it out of fear. Now she's doing it because, oh my God, now my mom's yelling at me. Now I'm getting popped. That's what she does it. I found out getting on my knees and looking her in her eyes and talking. People don't understand, baby. Get on your knees with them.
Yes, get at their level.
Get at their level.
My son's grandma gave me that advice when he was little, and it works.
It really does, because looking your child in the eyes and letting them know, hey, I'm not in a different position than you. You don't look up to me.
Exactly.
We're both on the same level, baby. And I explain
it makes
to her,
such a difference.
It really does. My daughter's 2 years old, and I get on down and I talk to her face level, and just the reaction I've gotten out of her recently with discipline and just listening to me when I told her to do something. She's a lot more willing to listen to what I told her to do. She'd be like, okay, mommy, you call my mama right now. When I tell her to do something, okay, mommy. Oh, this is so cute. Like, you done heard her out your mouth.
Yes, like, I love her. Oh
literally a little sweetheart.
Yes.
But so because we're freshly 18 now, we just stepped into young adulthood. How do you balance being a young woman and still being a full-time single mother? Both of us single mothers. So single mom.
So it's literally about like time management, So
and planning. A lot of
planning. Have to plan. So like having a good job schedule is also key for me. Like I work a 9 to 5 now, which is like, thank Jesus.
Yes, that's good.
So yeah, it makes it kind of easier for me. Like, my son, he's in daycare the hours that I'm working, and then it's like outside of that I can just kind of plan around. But it does make it hard as a single mom sometimes, because you have to do a lot, and then you're also trying to make time like for yourself, but you barely have time for yourself. But it's just about time management, honestly. I've gotten a lot better at it, I would say, recently than I was, like, when I first had my son.
You really don't even have a support system like that
Yeah.
either. Baby, if you ever need a babysitter for a night out, let me know, for real. Like, I got you, I swear.
Thank you, girl.
Me-wise, though, for me, I balance. I'm pretty social. I'm pretty good at having relationships through a phone. I don't have to see you every day to be your friend.
Yeah.
But I also need that balance, though, because if I don't see my friends for a while, it kind of gets to, like,
yeah, it's
are
kinda
y'all even my
awkward
fucking
the
friends?
next time you see each other. Yeah.
Not even awkward. Are y'all even my friends? Like, what's going on right
Yeah,
now? Like,
right.
what's going
Like,
on
you
right
didn't
now?
even hit me up and check
So,
on me.
just like you said, like, planning and stuff like that, like, really the key to being a young adult and still being a parent is just being able to plan out, plan ahead, make sure everything goes
Yes.
well. And even, like, with dating, like, I'm strict on who I date. I'm strict on what we do. I'm strict on if you about to be
Yes.
around my baby. Like, I'm strict about that
Girl,
type of
I don't
thing.
bring nobody around my son after my last relationship. Nobody.
Yeah, child. It's like, I'm not even. I see what my stepdaddy did to me. You know how many people I know who stepdaddies, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for that. You know people I know who just uncles in general. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very wary about who I'm hanging out with and who I got around my
Exactly.
children. So just me being having the headspace I'm into. I'm not thinking like a little girl sometimes. So I'm not really worried about being at clubs all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about
exactly.
being up under a boy 24/7.
Yeah.
So I think that helps me too, because I'm able to put that balance and focus on what needs to be focused on, which
Yeah.
is my daughter, schooling, and work.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I do have time for myself. There's definitely those weeks where I get caught up, haven't had my hair done, haven't had my nails done, this, that, and another.
Girl.
But then there's a day I wake up and I'm just like, girl,
Right.
I know you didn't forget who you was.
Right.
That's how it be sometimes. And
yes.
I do have a really good support system. My mom, she don't play by my daughter. My brothers, they babysit.
Yeah.
My stepdad, we have a rocky relationship, but even the things he said to me, he still gets in with his grandchild. So it's just like, that's really how I balance it. Not gonna lie, I keep money in my pockets and I make sure I know what I'm doing for the week. And
yeah, exactly. You gotta have a schedule.
do you have like any advice that you would give out to, for one, any advice that you would give to young teenage girls that were in the predicament similar to what me and you have been through? And then what advice would you give to teenage girls who are already in the position of being a teen mom?
So, like, my best advice, it might sound a little harsh, is like, you cannot being comfortable. You gotta do what you have to do.
When you have a
have
child,
to. I don't care how you feel. You can be crying. You can be sad. You could be tired. All of that. You could have 1 hour sleep. You still got to get up and get it done.
You still, like, you know what I'm saying?
You have
Like,
to, like, because everything will crumble like this if you don't. Like, you got to stay on your P's.
Literally, P's and Q's. Don't let your age get in the way of nothing.
Don't let other people, friends, boyfriends, you got to block out distractions. And it's easy, but you got to block out distractions. It's easy to get caught up in it, but you
forget, like, once you have a child, it's not about you no more. It don't matter if you're still a child yourself. Although there is still compassion to be had for you because you're still a child. At the end of the day, you're still somebody's parent.
Exactly.
So
you gotta
get it together.
You gotta like be self-aware of what you put your energy into, because if I'm putting my energy into this man and he's hurting me, he's got me messed up, my mental health, and now I gotta take care of my son. Now I'm not, like, because of this, like, and that has nothing to do with my child. He shouldn't have to feel that. So you just have to definitely just stay on your P's and Q's and
focus on your child.
That's focus all you on need your to focus child. On. Yes.
Especially being a young parent, baby, you got a lot that you need to focus on getting done.
Like, it's going nowhere.
Really, I don't even got no advice to give them, because what you said, like, for real, that's what I'm going to give all the other teen moms out here, baby. Your child and your child only. You don't have time to be a teenager no more. And that's unfortunate. You can make time for yourself as long as you do it responsibly, but guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to be a mama before you could be anything else.
Yeah, but, like, the girls that are, like, going out to the club trying to, like, get that in there, they're the ones that's taking so long to get to where they need to be. Now, when you
don't follow down.
Yes,
literally.
When you get it done in the beginning while your baby's small, and then your baby get older, now you have the time to do all that. Now you have the money, all of that.
And now they old enough to watch themselves.
Right.
Would you look at that? Hallelujah.
Like, just be patient. The fun, the clubs, it's not going nowhere.
What would you give to, like, a girl that was in your position, or if you was looking dead at baby Destiny, or I mean teenage Destiny, what would you tell her?
That everything gonna be okay, and to calm down.
Yeah,
like,
calm down, sit down, baby.
Like, yeah, honestly, like, it gets better. You just have to put in the work and trust God. You have to trust. I'm sorry, I bring God into everything, but
girl, baby, we're not mad at it. We're not mad at it.
You have to trust God. Like, you cannot lean on your own understanding. You cannot. You have to lean on, like, whatever.
Especially
you can tell if something's
young.
outside your will. So you just really have to.
Yeah. Like, if little me, teenage me, or any girl going through what I was going through at my age was sitting in front of my face, I would tell her, educate yourself. I would tell her, you know what I'm saying? You might not got parents to guide you right now. So guide yourself. Be a good example for yourself. Only look up to good people. Don't fall victim to, you know, what the streets doing. Don't fall victim to some grown man. Don't fall victim to any other influence. Just it's unfortunate, but you just have to guide yourself, do respectfully, do
Yeah.
the right thing, and please, please
kind.
don't have no kids till you're ready to have children. And please, please, please,
Yes.
if you do end up having kids, be prepared to change
Yes.
yourself and do the best, because would you want your child to be in the position you're in now? And I feel like we got our message out for today.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a really great talk we had today, sent from heaven. And I'm here.
I
my
love
girl
the way
Destiny.
you worded everything. Like, I just, like, you're great at articulating your words. And
oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really be thinking I'm stuttering sometimes.
No, you're so mature. I'm
gonna have to have you on here again sometimes. We're definitely gonna have to do this again.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was my first upload, and I love you guys so much. I'm gonna talk to you guys again. And if y'all have any stories, any Q&As, or any anonymous Am I the Asshole stories that you want us to go over through sometimes, because she is gonna be on here again, let me know. Send it to my Instagram. My Instagram is PYTCups on Instagram. On Facebook, I am PYTCups. And on Snapchat, I am Hevelyn1. My name is HeavenLynn. I'll talk to y'all again later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. And before we leave, I got a couple shout outs. If y'all was looking at my outfit trying to figure out where I got this cute,
Look at her.
springtime ready
That
to go
is
fit.
fun.
Y'all go shop.
We love her.
The collections. He Lavishes collection by my girl Tymyah Stubbs on Facebook.
Big
and if you was looking
Maya.
at my nails, trying to figure out if my nails was done, they not done, honey. These is press-ons. And matter of fact, they not the little plastic ones that be popping off and shit. These things feel nice.
Period.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but they not coming off. Y'all go shop my girl Dashia Victoria on Facebook. And you guys have a nice day. I'll talk to y'all later.